Welcome to Histosleep, a place where every gentle sound guides you toward peace, and every moment helps you drift into deep, restful sleep. I'm so glad you've joined me tonight. Dear listener, take a slow breath in and an even slower breath out. Feel your shoulders soften, feel your jaw loosen, and just let the space around you become a little quieter, a little gentler, as if the world itself is settling beside you. You are safe here, you are welcome here, and you are invited to let the day slip away like a leaf floating downstream. Let the air around you feel calm and steady. Imagine something soft beneath you, the kind of comfort that makes your body feel a little heavier in the nicest way. Let a faint breeze pass by your imagination, cool and easy, with the quiet sound of leaves brushing past one another overhead. This is your moment to rest. Now that your breathing has found a slower rhythm, I'm going to guide you gently into tonight's story. It won't ask anything of you. It won't rush you. It is simply here to keep you company as you drift towards sleep. Settle a little deeper. Relax your hands. Let the world grow soft around the edges. And now, our story today begins in a twilight forest where dusk settles like warm lavender and the treetops sway with the slow grace of giants. The forest of friendly giants is a place that does not appear on maps. Instead, it appears in that quiet space just before dreams, a peaceful stretch of woods touched by the last glow of evening, where the air feels smooth and the ground is soft with moss. Here, the trees grow tall and calm, their branches shaped by centuries of gentle winds. No storms, no hurry, only stillness. In this forest, giants as tall as treetops move with such care that the earth barely feels their steps. Their feet brush over the moss like feathers. They never want to disturb the tiny creatures who sleep in burrows and soft green nests beneath them. The giants know this forest better than the constellations know the sky, and they move through it with a quiet devotion. Picture it, the faint rustle of leaves, a cool breath of wind gliding past your ears, a sky shifting from gold to soft blue, then deep indigo. You hear nothing sudden, nothing sharp, just the steady hush of the woods settling into night. As you walk deeper into the forest of your imagination, the giants notice you the way a parent notices a child waking from a nap, not with surprise, but with softness. One giant in particular steps forward. His shape is broad and warm. His eyes glow like lanterns behind gentle lids. His voice is low, almost like a faraway drum. He kneels down so quietly that not a single pebble rolls, and with a calm smile, he invites you to climb onto his shoulder. His hand is wide like a hillside and warm like sunlit stone. He waits patiently, giving you all the time you need, as every giant does. When you settle onto his shoulder, you feel a sense of safety wrap around you. The height doesn't frighten you. Instead, it feels like being lifted into a softer world, a world where nothing can rush you, nothing can weigh you down. The giant begins to walk, slowly, gently. Each step feels like the rhythm of someone humming beside your dreams. You feel it not just in your ears, but in your whole chest, a deep, rolling tune that feels like the world's heartbeat. And as you listen, something inside you unclenches, a knot loosens, a worry melts, a breath deepens. You let the sounds of nature blend with the giant's quiet hum. The branches sway like they are waving hello. The moss animals sleep on without stirring. Fireflies drift close, glowing like floating embers from an invisible hearth. This is your place now, your quiet corner in a gentle world. You feel the giant's warmth beneath you. You feel the cool twilight brushing against your cheeks. You feel the soft glow of safety surrounding you like a blanket. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a little voice tells you that you could fall asleep right here, and the forest would keep watch. If these quiet tales are helping you drift off, a gentle like or a silent subscribe would mean the world. It helps this sleepy corner of the internet reach others who need a little calm too. I always wonder where in the world you're listening from right now. If you're still awake, leave a whisper of a comment, maybe your city and the time on your clock. It's a beautiful thing, this quiet little global gathering, all connected through stories and stillness. Now, let's set the mood, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and get comfortable. The giant continues, walking through the dusklit forest. His humming deepens, slow and steady. It feels like the comforting rumble of a distant storm, not the kind that frightens, but the kind that lulls you into curling under blankets. His tune vibrates lightly through the leaves, making them shimmer softly as if they are breathing with him. You lean against the giant's shoulder, feeling perfectly supported. Every step he takes becomes a gentle sway that rocks you back and forth. The kind of motion that reminds your body of simpler moments, calmer times, almost like floating. High above, the sky shifts again. The first stars appear, peeking through the thinning light. They twinkle quietly, not wanting to disturb the peace below. The giant lifts his gaze to them and smiles. He whispers your name in a voice so soft that the trees barely hear it. And then he says, very gently, that he is taking you to his favorite place in the whole forest, a clearing where the stars reflect in a round pool of water, glowing like a piece of the night sky fallen to earth. As he walks, lantern plants begin to bloom on the branches. Their petals unfold silently and reveal tiny lights inside each one. The forest becomes a warm constellation of its own. You feel surrounded by quiet starlight. You breathe a little deeper. Your eyelids feel heavier. Your thoughts move slower, softer, like drifting feathers. And the giant keeps humming. He tells you that every traveler who visits this forest finds a different kind of rest. Some find peace, some find quiet joy, some find sleep, and some simply find that their hearts beat a little easier. The giant carries you deeper into the twilight forest, and as he moves, the air turns cooler in a pleasant way. It feels like the kind of evening breeze that slips through an open window after a long, warm day. You can almost imagine the softness of it brushing the edges of your sleeves or drifting through your hair. It brings with it the faintest scent of pine and something sweet, maybe early night-blooming flowers waking beneath the stars. The giant senses your comfort. His steps become even softer, as if he's trying to walk on tiptoe despite his size. The moss beneath his feet responds like it's welcoming an old friend. It springs back gently, holding no trace of his footsteps, as though the earth itself is making sure no noise disturbs the quiet animals tucked in their tiny nests. Far below, fireflies rise from hidden corners. They drift upward in slow curls of light, painting small glowing trails in the air. Some float near your hands, swirling lazily. Their glow is warm but gentle, like distant candles flickering behind frosted glass. You can almost feel the softness of their light, not a heat, but a kind of peacefulness. The giant notices your interest. He gives a quiet rumble of a chuckle, a sound so deep and warm that your whole body seems to relax just a touch more. He tells you, in a low voice, that the fireflies here only appear when they sense someone who needs rest. They gather around tired travelers like stars drifting down from the sky to keep them company. You watch them drift and swirl, and your shoulders loosen a little more. The giant hums again, a slow, steady tune. It moves through the forest like a calm echo, bouncing softly off the trees and returning as something even gentler. It feels like the forest is humming back to him. As the two of you travel, the giant points toward a cluster of trees ahead. He explains softly that this part of the forest is older than the rest, and the trees here have grown with wide, curving roots that rise above the ground like cushioned seats made just for nighttime wanderers. Their bark is smooth from centuries of cool winds brushing past. You notice something else. The deeper the giant walks into this part of the forest, the more the light changes. The sky fades into a deeper indigo, and a thin mist rises across the ground, glowing faintly like moonlit silk. It wraps around the tree trunks, giving them an almost enchanted glow. The giant pauses near a small stream that winds through the roots. The water is so clear, it almost looks invisible, except for the way the giant's soft hum makes tiny ripples dance across its surface. He tells you that this stream is known as the Whisper Water. Anyone who sits beside it and listens carefully will hear whatever they need to hear. Sometimes it sounds like the voice of a long-lost friend, sometimes like the wind saying your name, and sometimes like simple silence. And that silence is often exactly what the heart has been waiting for. He walks along the edge of the Whisper Water, and the sound of the water begins to blend with the rhythm of his steps. The stream's gentle trickling forms a kind of quiet music. It feels like a lullaby made of tiny droplets and distant echoes. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the sound wash over you, and it feels soft and comforting, like warm hands smoothing out the folds of your thoughts. The giant stops again, and this time he lowers himself to sit beside the stream. The motion is slow, steady, careful. Even when he sits, he makes almost no sound. His care for the sleeping animals and the peaceful forest is clear in every movement. He reaches up and gently places you on the broad, moss-covered ground beside him. The moss feels springy and cool beneath you, like a soft cushion waiting just for your weight. He leans back against a tree, folding his hands in his lap. The tree seems to know him well. Its branches dip slightly, as though greeting an old friend. Leaves rustle softly overhead, stirred by the mild night breeze. And you watch as a single leaf drifts downward toward you, swaying back and forth like it's trying to lull you into deeper rest. The giant hums again, this time even quieter. The sound vibrates through the moss and stones, through the whisper water, through the roots of the trees. It feels like the entire forest is breathing with him in one slow rhythm. You feel your breath sinking with it without even trying. He turns his head slightly toward you and speaks softly, almost like he's telling a secret just for you. He says that the clearing he's taking you to is not far now. It is a place where the stars touch the earth and shimmer across the water's surface. A place where travelers often fall asleep without meaning to, wrapped in the safety of the forest's arms. As the giant rises again, he lifts you back to his shoulder with a tenderness that surprises you. His movements are slow and mindful. There is no rush, there is no pressure, only the calm certainty that you are meant to rest. The forest grows quieter as you travel. Even the insects seem to soften their sounds. The world feels muted in a peaceful way, like a warm blanket of sound surrounding you. The twilight deepens. The stars grow brighter. You notice the giant's footsteps becoming even gentler. Each one feels like drifting. The trees part ahead, opening into a wide, glowing clearing. Your chest loosens. Your breathing calms. Your eyes feel heavy again. This is where he will take you next. The pool of stars waits just ahead. The giant steps forward into the clearing, and the forest seems to open itself with a gentle welcome. The trees draw back slightly, their branches arching above like a natural doorway, letting more of the starlight spill in. The air is cooler here, but not cold. It feels fresh, the way night air feels after rainfall, soft on the skin and clean on the lungs. As the giant walks, you notice how the ground changes. The moss becomes even thicker, almost velvety, and tiny blue flowers dot the edges of the path. They glow with a soft light, gentle enough to look like reflections of the stars above. They pulse faintly in time with the giant's humming, their light rising and falling in a calm rhythm. Ahead, you begin to see the faint shimmer of water. Not the bright reflection of sunlight, but something gentler, something that flickers softly like candlelight. The pool is still hidden by a few tall ferns, but its glow is unmistakable. It looks like someone gathered pieces of the night sky and laid them in a bowl of water for safekeeping. The giant slows down so you can take it all in. His steps are so soft now that you barely feel them. You lean a little against his shoulder, settling into the curve of it, feeling the warmth of his body beneath you. His hum grows quieter, almost like he is humming only inside his chest, but you can still feel the vibration under your hand. He carefully kneels one more time. The ground gives way softly under his weight, though he barely seems to press into it. He lifts you into his palm and lowers you gently onto the moss. You land on the ground with a sense of weightlessness, like being placed onto the softest bed imaginable. He settles beside you again, legs folded, hands resting calmly. He waits for you to look forward, and when you do, you finally see the pool. It stretches across the clearing like a long, quiet mirror. The surface is perfectly still. It catches the stars so completely that for a moment you aren't sure where the sky ends and the water begins. The stars shimmer in the pool as though they are floating just beneath the surface, close enough to touch. You take a slow breath as you look at them. The moment feels almost magical, yet deeply natural at the same time. There's nothing loud or overwhelming here. Everything is soft, slow, and deeply restful. The giant speaks quietly, telling you that this place is called the Sleeping Mirror. For thousands of years, travelers have come here to pause, to breathe, to let their hearts settle. It's a place where even giants come when they feel tired, where they sit for hours watching their reflections blend with the stars. Some say the water listens, some say it is a dream, others believe it simply holds space for those who need stillness. You walk closer to the edge of the pool, feeling the moss shift under your feet. The air is cool on your skin. A slight breeze moves across the surface, creating tiny ripples that distort the star reflections just a little, making them dance softly. It feels like the sky is moving to music you can't quite hear, but can feel deep inside your chest. The giant rests his hand on the ground nearby. His presence is steady, grounding. Even as he sits, you can sense his care, his watchfulness. He is here to guide you, but also to protect your rest. You feel no urgency, no expectation, only the gentle warmth of being cared for. You sit at the water's edge. The moss is thick and cool beneath your legs. You place your hand on the ground beside you, and the giant's fingertip gently touches the moss just inches from your own hand. It's a quiet gesture, but it makes you feel completely safe. The giant hums a different tune now. It's lower, more soothing. It blends with the breeze and the faint rustling of leaves around the clearing. Each note is long and slow, like it's wrapped in a soft blanket. The sound moves through your body like a warm wave, loosening tension you didn't even know you were holding. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the sound of his hum, the cool air, the peaceful quiet of the forest. And when you open them again, the stars seem even brighter. The water glows with a soft, silver blue light. The sky feels wide and comforting above you. The giant lowers his voice and tells you that the forest listens to those who visit, not with ears, but with presence. It understands tired eyes. It understands heavy thoughts. It understands the need for calm after a long day, and it offers that calm freely, without asking for anything in return. He gestures toward a small cluster of stones beside the water. They are smooth, rounded, and arranged in a gentle arc. He tells you that these stones are meant for resting. Many travelers use them as pillows, leaning back to watch the stars shimmer on the surface of the pool. Some fall asleep within minutes. Others simply breathe and enjoy the moment. You settle onto one of the stones. It feels cool but comforting against the back of your head. You lie down slowly, letting your weight sink into the moss beneath you. The giant shifts slightly so he can keep watch, his posture relaxed and his presence warm. Above you, the stars reflect in the pool. They flicker gently, as if waving hello. You feel the calmness of the forest wrapping around you like a soft blanket. Every sound is gentle. The quiet ripple of water, the faint hum of the giant, the whisper of breeze across the leaves. Your breathing softens again. Your thoughts slow. Your body grows heavier in the best way. The giant hums one more long, soothing note, and it feels like the world is exhaling with him. This is the place where rest finds you. This is the forest holding you safe. This is your quiet moment beneath the stars. You lie there beside the sleeping mirror, the stars above you and the stars in the water blending into one calm sky. The giant shifts a little, adjusting so his vast form rests more comfortably against the ancient tree behind him. Even his smallest movements are gentle, careful not to disturb the peace of the clearing. His presence feels steady, like a warm lantern in the dark, glowing quietly without drawing attention to itself. The breeze picks up just a little, enough to make the leaves whisper overhead. Their sound falls around you like a soft hush, the kind of soothing motion that feels almost musical. It rustles through the treetops and then curls around your body, cool at first, then warm as you sink into it. You feel the night gather close to you, not as something empty, but as something calm and full of quiet life. The giant lowers his head, looking down at you with gentle curiosity. His eyes glow softly, almost like they're reflecting the starlight themselves. When he speaks, his voice is no louder than a murmur, but it carries the depth of mountains in it. He tells you that you're not the first traveler to rest beneath these stars, and you certainly won't be the last. The forest is a place for anyone who needs comfort, and it has welcomed countless wanderers through the ages. You close your eyes again, letting his words sink into you. Just hearing them makes your chest loosen and your thoughts unwind. You can feel the rhythm of the giants breathing through the ground, slow and steady. Each inhale seems to lift the air around you, and each exhale lets it fall back into stillness. It's impossible not to relax with it. After a few quiet moments, the giant gently nudges a small lantern flower toward you. Its petals glow with a soft, golden light. You pick it up and hold it in your hands. The flower feels warm, almost like a tiny heartbeat pulsing between your palms. It lights your face with a faint glow, just bright enough to feel comforting, not enough to disturb the calmness of the clearing. The giant explains that lantern flowers always bloom brightest when someone is ready for rest. They sense quietness inside the heart, and they offer a little light to match it. You watch it glow for a moment, then rest it on your chest as you lie back again. The warmth sinks through you in the nicest way, spreading gently across your arms and shoulders. Above you, the sky deepens into the richer blues of night. The last hints of dusk disappear behind the tree line, replaced by thousands of tiny stars blinking softly. They shimmer like dew. They blink like fireflies. They seem to breathe with the same slow rhythm as the forest around you. The giant begins to hum again. His tune is lower than before, almost like a lullaby whispered through stone. It vibrates through the air, through the moss, through the water of the sleeping mirror. Even the stars seem to pulse with it. You feel the hum settle in your chest, smoothing the last of the day's tension from your body. He tells you a quiet story, the kind that doesn't require effort to follow. A story about how the forest came to be a place of rest. Long ago, the giants made a promise to the little creatures of the woods. They would walk gently, speak softly, and guard the forest so that every being could sleep without fear. And in return, the forest grew deeper and calmer, inviting travelers from near and far. As he speaks, you imagine the early days of the forest, a time when the trees were young and the giants even more careful than now, learning to move without shaking the ground. You picture them practicing their quiet steps, smiling as birds trusted them enough to build nests on branches near their shoulders. You imagine them humming lullabies to help calm restless winds. The story doesn't press itself on you. It floats. It drifts. You take from it only what settles easily, letting the rest move like soft air past your mind. The giant's voice blends with the crackle of distant branches shifting in the breeze. The water ripples once, twice, then smooths out again. Everything feels unhurried. Your breathing slows even more. Your limbs grow heavier. The moss feels like it's holding you gently, as if it has formed around your shape. The giant shifts once more, settling into a reclining position. His eyes soften, almost sleepy themselves. Even giants rest here, beneath the quiet shelter of the stars. He stretches one large arm across the ground, and the movement stirs only a faint breeze. He tells you that the forest will stay awake while you drift off. The trees will continue whispering. The water will keep reflecting the stars. The lantern flowers will glow until your breathing finds the deeper rhythm of dreaming. And he, your gentle guide, will remain by your side until the last thought in your mind unwinds and slips away. The pool glimmers again, brighter for a moment as the wind shifts. The reflections stretch and ripple like threads of silver weaving together. You feel the beauty of it without needing to think about it. It's the kind of beauty that asks nothing of you, only that you rest in its presence. A small animal moves somewhere in the distance. A soft rustle, a tiny sound. It isn't startling at all. The noise blends into the peaceful chorus of the forest, just another part of the gentle night. You picture it curling into a nest of leaves, settling down just like you. The giant's hum trails off slowly, like a candle's flame dimming. He looks at you with a soft smile, sensing how your body relaxes deeper into the moss. He whispers that you're doing well, that rest comes naturally in this place. His voice is warm and proud, like a friend who has walked beside you for years. Your eyes feel heavy again. Your thoughts grow quiet. The world narrows into softness. The giant points toward the sky one more time. He shows you a cluster of stars shaped like a cradle. He explains that the forest believes those stars were placed there just for the moments when someone needs to be reminded that they're allowed to rest, allowed to slow down, allowed to simply be. He calls this part of the night the settling hour, the time when everything prepares for sleep, when the air grows still, when ideas soften, when dreams begin to stir behind your eyelids. You settle deeper into the moss, feeling its cushion embrace your shoulders, your back, your head. The warmth of the lantern flower glows against your chest like a tiny sun. The air around you turns quieter, almost hushed, as if the whole forest is leaning in to watch over you. The giant stretches out beside you, his hand resting protectively near your side. He doesn't need to speak anymore. His presence says everything. You are safe. You are supported. You are welcome to drift. The sleeping mirror reflects the sky so completely now that when you glance at it, you feel like you're floating in the middle of the stars themselves. The gentle pull of sleep touches your forehead, your eyelids, your breath, and the night deepens around you with kindness. The giant lies beside you, tall and calm, like a silent mountain watching over the night. His slow, rhythmic breathing becomes part of the forest's gentle song. You feel it in the ground beneath you, the moss seeming to rise and fall with him, softening with every exhale. His presence is a quiet anchor, reminding you that you do not need to move or think only to rest. Above, the stars shimmer more brightly. The air smells faintly of earth and blooming flowers. Every sound is soft, the whisper of leaves, the distant hum of insects, the faint ripple of the sleeping mirror. Each tiny sound feels like a gentle reminder that you are alive and yet deeply at peace. There is no hurry, no rush. The forest has paused with you. The giant reaches out with one large hand and touches the water's edge. A few drops spill over, creating delicate ripples that dance across the surface. The ripples are slow and rhythmic, reflecting the starlight in gentle arcs. You watch them and imagine the movement carrying your thoughts away, smoothing them into stillness. He hums again, the tune lower now, almost like a heartbeat carried through the air. The sound travels across the clearing, blending with the whisper of leaves and the soft lapping of the water. You can feel it in your chest, your stomach, even in your fingertips. Each note seems to pull tension from your body, leaving only calm behind. The giant speaks softly, his words like a lullaby. He tells you about the history of the forest, how long ago. It was home to gentle giants who walked carefully among tiny creatures, learning how to move without making a sound. They practiced patience and quiet. They discovered that the most powerful thing is not strength, but tenderness. And so the forest became a place of gentle wonder, where every creature can rest without fear. You imagine those first giants stepping softly across the moss, listening to the whispers of the wind, humming quiet tunes to keep the animals calm. You picture them helping small birds nest in branches near their shoulders, or bending down to lift a tired fox gently onto a bed of leaves. You see them learning the forest's secrets, discovering the art of perfect stillness, and passing it down through generations. As the giant speaks, the stars above seem to grow even brighter, twinkling softly in rhythm with his voice. The pool reflects them perfectly, making the clearing feel like a place suspended between night and dream. You breathe slowly, matching the giant's rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Your body grows heavier with each breath, sinking further into the moss. Nearby, lantern flowers glow faintly. Their light flickers in soft pulses, like the slow breathing of the forest itself. You reach out and let your fingers brush the petals. They are warm, delicate, and comforting, radiating a light that feels alive with calm energy. Holding one in your hand, you imagine the glow spreading through your body, reaching your shoulders, your arms, your legs, and finally your chest, until every part of you is wrapped in gentle warmth. The giant hums one last note. It is a low, soothing vibration, carrying through the moss, the water, and the night air. It feels like the forest itself is exhaling alongside him, letting go of the day and welcoming the quiet of evening. The sound echoes softly, folding around your body, smoothing every muscle, softening every thought. Above you, the stars continue to shine. You watch a small cluster blink slowly, like eyes closing in comfort. You realize that the forest has its own way of guiding travelers into sleep. The gentle rustle of leaves, the tiny movements of animals, the slow ripple of water, all of it comes together as a quiet lullaby. You let yourself sink into it completely. The giant shifts slightly, turning so he can look down at you. His eyes are soft and warm. He whispers that rest is a gift, and you are allowed to take it freely. You do not need to worry about tomorrow or yesterday. The forest and he are here to hold you, to carry you through the stillness until your mind drifts into dreams. You close your eyes fully this time. The moss beneath you feels like it is wrapping you gently in a blanket. The cool night air brushes your face softly. The hum of the giant, the gentle ripple of the pool, and the whisper of leaves create a symphony of rest around you. Every sense is soothed. Every muscle is calm. Every thought drifts slowly away. The giant remains beside you, his presence steady and comforting. You feel your heartbeat slow to match his hum. Your breathing deepens into a steady rhythm. The world beyond this clearing no longer matters. Only the night, the stars, the water, and the warmth beside you exist. You are safe. You are calm. You are ready to drift. Above, the sky stretches endlessly. The stars shimmer faintly in the water, reflecting dreams and possibilities. The lantern flowers glow gently, echoing the rhythm of your breath. The forest hums softly, in perfect harmony with the giant's presence. You feel every bit of tension leaving your body, leaving only peace and quiet, wrapping around you like a warm, soft cloak. And as the giant hums one final deep note, you feel the pull of sleep finally taking you. Your eyes close gently. Your breathing slows even more. Your body sinks fully into the moss. The forest holds you. The giant watches over you. The stars blink softly, welcoming your dreams. And the world becomes quiet, gentle, and infinitely calm. The night grows deeper around the sleeping mirror. The stars overhead twinkle softly, their light delicate as a whispered promise. The pool reflects them perfectly, creating a sense of floating among the heavens while your body rests on the soft moss. The air is fragrant with the quiet scent of flowers and the subtle earthiness of the forest floor. Every inhalation feels like a gentle embrace. The giant shifts slightly beside you, careful not to disturb the calm. Even his immense size is tempered by the stillness of the night. His presence feels like a protective wall of warmth and security. You sense that nothing in the forest could disturb this quiet moment. Not animal, not thought. Here, time slows, and every sound moves in harmony with the rhythm of sleep. He hums once again, a soft, resonant tone that vibrates through the moss and air. The sound moves through you, loosening any remaining tension in your shoulders, neck, and back. It is a tune without words, but it speaks in comfort. Each note seems to fold over itself, layering calmness into your mind and body, like gentle waves lapping at a shore. The giant leans closer to the edge of the pool, watching the water ripple lightly in the night breeze. Tiny waves catch the reflection of the stars, making them dance softly across the surface. He whispers that each ripple is a reminder that even stillness has movement, and even quiet holds life. There is magic in this gentle balance, a rhythm meant to soothe anyone willing to rest and watch. You follow his gaze and notice small creatures peeking through the edges of the forest. A fox curls in a bed of moss, eyes closing slowly. Tiny birds tuck into nests in low branches. Even a hedgehog snuffles quietly, finding its perfect spot to settle. Each creature seems wrapped in the same calm that envelops you. The forest is alive with restfulness, and every living thing is safe here. The giant's hum changes again, lower still, slower, almost like the echo of a heartbeat. He tells you softly that sleep is not just the closing of eyes, it is a gentle surrender, a letting go of the day. And in this forest, the art of surrender has been perfected over centuries. Travelers come here tired, worried, restless, and leave with a sense of soft renewal, carried by the forest's patience. You feel yourself sink even deeper into the moss, warmth spreading from your back through your limbs. Your eyelids grow heavier. Thoughts drift away like leaves floating on the whisper water. You notice the faint shimmer of the lantern flowers glowing around the clearing. Their gentle light seems to pulse with your breathing, synchronizing to your calm rhythm. Every flicker, every glow, lulls you further into relaxation. The giant stretches one massive arm lazily across the moss, his hand near yours. You feel an unspoken comfort in the nearness of his presence, a reminder that you are not alone. Sleep can feel scary sometimes, but here, beside this gentle giant, it feels safe, inevitable, and serene. Above you, the sky seems to fold closer. The stars twinkle like lullabies, their soft light reflecting on the pool in tiny dancing ribbons. The water is still enough to mirror each one, yet moves enough to remind you that rest is alive, breathing, gentle. You watch the patterns ripple and feel your chest rise and fall with the rhythm of the world around you. The giant hums another note, stretching it long and soft. The vibration travels through the moss, the air, the water, through your body. You feel a wave of warmth ripple across your chest and shoulders, reaching down through your legs, through your fingers, through every part of you. Each exhale carries away any remaining tension, and each inhale fills you with a sense of quiet wonder. He leans back slightly, eyes half closed, and murmurs that this forest is a gift. It is a place where dreams begin without force, where the body knows what to do without instruction. You are allowed to lie here as long as you need, letting the stillness and the gentle care of the forest guide you toward rest. He says softly that even the stars and the water are here to guard your sleep, shimmering in their slow, perfect rhythm. The lantern flowers flicker one last time, their glow softening. The ripples in the water settle. The wind hushes to a faint whisper through the leaves. Every sound blends together into a gentle symphony of restfulness, surrounding your body and mind. It feels as though the entire forest is exhaling with you, breathing in harmony with the giant's low hum. You feel yourself sinking fully into sleep. Your eyelids are heavy, your breathing deep and steady. Every muscle is soft, every thought is quiet. The giant remains nearby, a silent guardian, his presence a gentle reassurance that you are completely safe. The forest has wrapped you in its calm, the pool of stars before you, shimmering gently in farewell to your waking day. And as your mind drifts fully into dreams, you sense the giant's hum continuing softly, a lullaby that will fade only when sleep has taken you entirely. You are floating, cradled by the forest, carried gently by the quiet night. The stars above blink softly, the water below mirrors them perfectly, and the forest itself holds you, whispering rest into every part of your being. You are safe, you are calm, you are ready. The night carries you gently away. The forest around you deepens into stillness. The giant sits quietly beside the pool, his presence calm and reassuring, like a soft shadow that never moves too fast. Even his immense size feels comforting, not overwhelming. You notice how the stars reflect in the water, perfectly mirrored, each one twinkling as though aware of your quiet presence. The air is filled with that soft, earthy scent of the night, lightly mingled with the faint sweetness of blooming lantern flowers. Above you, a gentle breeze stirs the leaves, creating a rustling sound that feels like the softest whisper. Tiny insects hum faintly in the distance, barely audible, adding to the symphony of calm that wraps around you. Each sound blends perfectly, like notes of a lullaby meant just for this moment. You notice how even the forest itself seems to breathe with you, slowing its rhythm to match yours. The giant reaches toward a small branch that hangs near the pool, brushing it lightly with his fingertips. A few leaves fall slowly into the water, creating ripples that shimmer under the starlight. He whispers softly that each ripple carries away worry, gently sweeping it into the earth. You watch the ripples move and feel a wave of calmness spread through your chest, down your arms, and across your legs. Each ripple seems to settle a tiny part of your mind that has been holding onto tension. Beside you, the moss feels softer than ever, rising slightly under your weight. The lantern flowers continue to glow, pulsing ever so slightly, as if keeping time with your breath. The giant hums another long, low note. The vibration travels through the ground, the moss, and the air, curling around your body like a warm blanket. You feel the warmth spreading, melting away any lingering tightness in your muscles, and your eyelids grow heavier. He tells you a quiet story about the early giants who lived in this forest. They discovered that the most comforting thing for travelers was not speed or strength, but gentleness and presence. They moved through the trees so quietly that even the smallest birds could sleep in their hands without fear. They hummed tunes to the wind, teaching it to carry calm instead of chaos. And so, the forest became a sanctuary, a place where anyone who sought peace could find it, whether giant, animal, or wandering human. You imagine the scene, massive figures moving slowly among the trees, listening to the soft sounds of the forest, humming a lullaby that blends with the rustle of leaves. You picture foxes curling under their enormous feet, squirrels nestling in their arms, birds sleeping on their shoulders. You feel the calm of that time spreading through you, a soft, timeless rhythm that connects you to the quiet strength of the forest. The giant hums again, slower now, almost like a heartbeat in tune with your own. The pool reflects the stars in gentle waves. The lantern flowers glow, pulsating softly. The air feels almost electric in its calmness, every tiny sound amplified in serenity. You notice your own breathing slowing, syncing with the giants, syncing with the whispering forest. Every exhale takes you deeper into relaxation. Every inhale fills you with quiet warmth. A small movement catches your eye. A firefly drifts lazily across the clearing, its tiny light flickering gently. The giant nods toward it, smiling softly, and tells you that the fireflies come out to guide travelers into dreams. They glow not to shine brightly, but to remind everyone that even the smallest light can comfort. You watch it drift closer, then float away, and you feel your own mind drifting in the same gentle, unhurried rhythm. The giant leans back, folding his long arms beneath his head, and his eyes close for a moment. Even in his rest, he radiates calm. You feel that energy wash over you. You are safe, cradled by the moss, the lantern flowers, the pool, and the gentle presence of a friend who is not in a hurry. Every part of you that has held onto tension begins to release it, dropping like pebbles into the still water. Above, the stars seem to pulse softly in response to the giant's hum. Each tiny twinkle mirrors your slow, steady heartbeat. The forest itself seems alive with a comforting rhythm, as if every leaf, every ripple, every glowing flower participates in this lullaby for you. You feel your mind begin to loosen, thoughts drifting away like leaves on the whisper water, leaving only a serene emptiness that feels full of gentle possibility. The giant shifts slightly, raising his arm to gesture toward the pool. He tells you softly that the water holds dreams, memories, and wishes from every traveler who has ever rested here. It listens quietly, reflecting back only peace. You imagine your own dreams beginning to settle there, floating gently on the surface, and you feel a deep sense of release. The worries of the day no longer matter. They dissolve into the calm of the night. The breeze rustles the leaves one last time. The fireflies float lazily in the distance, and the lantern flowers glow softly around you. The giant hums a final, long, warm note, the vibration wrapping around you like a protective cocoon. You feel yourself sinking deeper into the moss, the stars above and the pool below merging in your mind into a single, endless, tranquil sky. Your breathing is slow, deep, and even. Your body is completely relaxed. Your mind drifts, and as sleep begins to pull you into dreams, you sense the giant's presence beside you, steady, warm, and gentle. The forest, the stars, the pool, and the lantern flowers all hold you safely. You are floating in stillness. You are cradled by calm. You are at peace. The forest night is now completely still, yet alive in the most subtle ways. The gentle hum of the giant has slowed to a soft, almost imperceptible vibration. The lantern flowers continue to glow faintly, their light pulsing gently, like a heartbeat in the quiet. Above, The stars shimmer softly in clusters, reflected perfectly in the sleeping mirror. Everything feels like it exists only for this serene moment. The giant shifts slightly, adjusting his massive arm so it rests closer to the pool. He whispers that the forest remembers every traveler who rests here, even those who sleep only for a moment. The water reflects their presence, capturing a tiny spark of their essence in the calm ripples. You feel your own worries dissolve into that water, tiny ripples carrying them gently away, leaving you weightless and unburdened. A gentle breeze moves through the treetops, rustling leaves softly like a lullaby. You can hear faint, distant sounds of nocturnal animals moving quietly, each sound so soft it feels like part of the melody of the night. A small rabbit scurries along the edge of the clearing, pausing to nibble a leaf, then settling down. Even the smallest life here feels calm, attuned to the rhythm of the forest. The giant begins to hum once more, low and resonant, the kind of sound that seems to wrap around every part of you. You can feel it vibrating through the moss beneath you, through the air, and through your own body. It feels as if the entire forest is singing with him, and you are held gently within that harmony. Your chest rises and falls slowly with each note, and you feel all tension melting away. He tells you another quiet story about the first stars reflected in the sleeping mirror. Long ago, he says, travelers would come here and lie by the water, gazing into the still surface. Some would see their own reflections, while others glimpsed memories or dreams of loved ones. The stars above, mirrored in the water, were believed to guide those who needed rest, showing them a path to peace. And so, for centuries, travelers have found calm here, carried into sleep by the gentle watch of the forest and its gentle giants. You imagine the scene, travelers of all shapes and sizes, lying on the soft moss, watching stars ripple in the water, feeling the gentle hum of the forest's life around them. The giant's presence is always there, but never intrusive, just a comforting warmth beside them. Every ripple, every flicker of light, every faint sound is a part of the lullaby, guiding them into rest. The hum continues, slower now, like a heartbeat fading into stillness. Your body melts further into the moss, the warmth of the lantern flower in your hands spreading through your chest. You feel it flow down your arms, legs, and into your toes, filling every part of you with calm. Your eyelids feel heavy, and your thoughts soften, drifting gently like leaves on a quiet stream. A soft movement catches your attention. Tiny fireflies drift lazily over the water, their lights flickering in a slow, gentle rhythm. The giant nods softly toward them and whispers that these little lights are reminders that even in darkness there is guidance, there is hope, and there is peace. You watch them float and feel yourself drifting with them, weightless, serene, and ready to rest completely. The stars above continue to shimmer, mirrored in the sleeping mirror, their reflections stretching and bending like waves of quiet light. The giant's presence beside you feels like a steady anchor, reminding you that you are safe. The forest itself seems to breathe around you, exhaling all the tension from your body and mind. The water ripples faintly, as if agreeing with the giant's hum, joining in the chorus of calm. You sink further into the moss, feeling every part of your body relax. Your legs, your arms, your back, your neck, your face all softened, released, supported by the gentle forest floor. Your breathing is slow, steady, and even. Every exhale carries you further from the world beyond this clearing. Every inhale fills you with warmth and calm. You are cradled in the quiet, held in the arms of the night. The giant hums one last, long, low note, and it vibrates through the clearing, the moss, the water, and you. It is the sound of safety, of care, of gentle presence. You feel it reaching every corner of your body, every part of your mind. You are weightless, you are calm, you are ready to drift fully into sleep. Above, the lantern flowers glow softly, the fireflies float lazily, and the stars shimmer faintly, reflecting in the pool. The forest, the giant, the water, and the night itself hold you, cradling you in serenity. Sleep comes naturally, slowly, and deeply, wrapping you in a cocoon of warmth and quiet. And as you drift away, the last thing you sense is the gentle, protective hum of the giant, echoing softly in the calm of the forest. Your body is at peace, your mind is still, and the world outside this clearing fades completely, leaving only calm, gentle night. The night has grown even softer. The lantern flower's glow is dimmer now, like tiny embers of light, holding the forest in gentle warmth. The pool reflects a perfect canopy of stars, the water so still it seems to be holding the sky itself. The giant's presence beside you is steady and comforting, like a warm shadow that never moves too quickly, never startles, never rushes. You feel safe, you feel still, you feel calm. A faint rustle comes from the edge of the clearing. A small deer steps delicately onto the soft moss, ears twitching as it glances at the water. Its movements are so careful, so quiet, that it seems part of the forest itself. The giant hums softly, a sound that mingles perfectly with the quiet steps of the deer. You notice how every life here moves gently, and how the forest welcomes even the smallest creatures in complete harmony. The giant leans slightly, watching the pool. His voice is a low, soft whisper. He tells you that the water here reflects more than stars. It reflects dreams, thoughts, and quiet wishes. Travelers who visit find their worries softened, their thoughts slowed, their hearts lighter. And if you let it, the forest can carry these things for you, allowing your mind to rest completely. The gentle hum continues, slow and resonant, vibrating through the moss beneath you, through the air, through your chest. You feel it spreading warmth from your heart to your shoulders, your arms, your back, and even down to your toes. Every exhale releases tension. Every inhale fills you with calm. You are drifting further into relaxation, and sleep feels inevitable. The giant gestures to a small, glowing lantern flower beside the pool. Its light flickers softly, reflecting in your eyes. He explains that these flowers bloom brightest when someone is ready to rest completely. They sense quietness and presence, offering a comforting glow to match it. You hold the flower gently in your hands, feeling its warmth seep into your chest, your arms, your legs, until your entire body is wrapped in soft, radiant comfort. Above, the stars blink slowly, their light mirrored perfectly in the still water. Tiny ripples form as the giant hums, spreading across the pool in waves of calm. Each ripple seems to carry your thoughts away, like gentle waves taking leaves on a quiet stream. You watch them drift and feel yourself drifting with them, floating weightlessly in the quiet rhythm of the forest. The giant begins to tell another story, quiet and soft. He speaks of the first travelers who arrived in this forest long ago, how they were greeted by gentle giants and glowing flowers, by pools that mirrored the sky, and by creatures who moved softly without fear. He says the travelers learned a slow rhythm, a way of listening and noticing that brought peace to both body and mind. And now, He whispers that rhythm is here for you too. You imagine yourself among those first travelers, walking softly, noticing every small sound, feeling the warmth of moss beneath your feet, listening to the hum of the giant and the rustle of leaves overhead. You feel that same rhythm flowing through you, slowing your heart, softening your thoughts, and inviting you fully into the gentle embrace of sleep. The hum continues, slower now, deeper now, vibrating in your chest and spreading through every part of your body. You feel your eyelids growing heavy, your arms and legs sinking further into the soft moss. The forest breathes with you. The lantern flowers glow with you, and the pool reflects the stars as though holding you in its calm light. You are completely supported, completely safe, completely at peace. A faint rustle of the leaves above signals the forest's quiet attention. Tiny creatures curl in hidden nests. Fireflies drift lazily in the distance, blinking softly. The wind whispers across the treetops like a gentle song just for you. All of it blends into the lullaby of the night, each sound and movement moving you closer to deep, restorative sleep. The giant hums one last low, warm note. It vibrates softly, wrapping around your entire body, and then fades into silence. You feel your mind release completely, drifting as if carried on the calm ripples of the pool. Your body is heavy, warm, and utterly relaxed. The forest, the water, the stars, the lantern flowers, and the gentle giant all hold you in this perfect moment of stillness. Sleep approaches like a slow tide. Your chest rises and falls in perfect rhythm with the giant's calm presence. Your thoughts dissolve into quiet. Your body feels light, yet deeply supported. And as your eyelids finally close fully, you sense the forest watching over you, wrapping you in its gentle embrace, carrying you effortlessly into dreams. The forest night stretches around you like a velvet blanket. The lantern flowers glow softly, their pulses slow and gentle, matching the rhythm of your breath. The stars above twinkle faintly, mirrored perfectly in the sleeping mirror. The giant lies quietly beside you, a steady presence of warmth and calm, humming low notes that travel through the moss, the air, and your body. Each vibration settles a tiny piece of tension, guiding you deeper into rest. You notice the soft rustle of leaves in the treetops, the gentle hum of insects, the distant call of an owl somewhere far away. Every sound blends into a quiet symphony, a lullaby woven from the forest itself. You feel the calm of these sounds settling into your chest, spreading down your arms, your legs, and into every finger and toe. Each exhale carries you deeper into serenity. The giant shifts slightly and gestures to a small, glowing lantern flower beside the pool. He whispers that these flowers are the forest's way of reminding travelers that rest is not only allowed, but cherished. Their light is gentle, comforting, and steady, echoing the slow rhythm of the night. You imagine holding the flower softly in your hands, feeling its warmth spread through you like a quiet embrace, filling every part of your body with calm. Above, the stars twinkle faintly, mirrored perfectly in the pool. The gentle ripples from a small breeze cause the reflections to dance softly, creating a mesmerizing pattern of light. You watch, captivated, as your mind begins to drift with the movement. Thoughts slow, worries fade, and your body feels lighter with each gentle sway of the water. You are floating, suspended in a peaceful rhythm, carried by the forest's quiet magic. The giant hums a slow, low note, and the vibration travels through the air and moss to your body. It feels as though the earth itself is breathing in harmony with him, each pulse lulling you further into relaxation. You imagine the first giants of the forest, moving carefully through the trees, humming gentle songs to teach the forest calm and patience. Their presence lingers, an invisible support that embraces everyone who rests here. You imagine the small animals of the forest, each one finding their perfect place for sleep. A fox curls up quietly in a bed of moss. Tiny birds tuck into the branches above. Even a small hedgehog finds a hidden nook to rest. All of them are calm, safe, and wrapped in the rhythm of the forest. You feel connected to them, to the giant, to the moss, and to the peaceful night around you. The giant hums again, slower and warmer this time. You notice how his hum seems to match your heartbeat, softening and deepening it. Each note vibrates through your chest, filling you with warmth, comfort, and calm. You feel your mind drift effortlessly, each thought dissolving into the gentle rhythm of the forest. The lantern flower's glow pulses softly, matching the gentle cadence of your breath. He leans closer to the pool, and the water ripples faintly as he touches its surface. Each ripple spreads slowly across the still water, carrying tiny waves of calm that seem to wash over your body. You imagine your worries being swept away in these ripples, leaving only stillness and quiet. The stars above shimmer in response, mirrored in the water, as if the universe itself is encouraging your rest. The giant hums one last, long, low note, and it lingers in the air like a soft echo. You feel the vibration spread through your body, through the moss, and into every fiber of your being. Sleep is approaching, slow and gentle, like a soft tide pulling you deeper into rest. Your eyelids grow heavy, your breathing slows, your body melts further into the moss. You are safe, you are calm, you are ready. Above, the lantern flowers pulse gently, the stars blink softly, reflecting in the water. The forest hums quietly, and the giant's presence is a warm, steady comfort beside you. All is still, all is calm. Sleep begins to cradle you fully, carrying you into dreams where the forest, the moss, and the stars continue to watch over you. The night deepens further, a gentle velvet stretching across the sky. Lantern flowers glow faintly around the clearing, casting soft pools of golden light that flicker like slow, steady heartbeats. The stars above twinkle gently, mirrored perfectly in the sleeping mirror, creating an endless canopy of calm above and below. The giant remains beside you, his hum low and steady, vibrating through the moss and air, through your chest and limbs, like a soothing lullaby you can feel in every part of your body. A faint breeze stirs the leaves, rustling them softly like whispered secrets of the forest. You notice how every sound blends perfectly into the quiet symphony of the night, the distant call of an owl, the hum of insects, the subtle whisper of the water lapping against the pool's edge. Each sound is gentle, deliberate, and comforting, helping your mind drift further into stillness. Your breathing follows the rhythm naturally, slow and even, rising and falling with the pulse of the forest. The giant hums again, this time slower, almost like a heartbeat carried on the wind. He tells you softly that the forest has always cared for travelers, giants and humans alike, guiding them to rest with calm, quiet patience. You imagine the first giants walking carefully among the trees, their enormous feet barely making a sound, humming gentle songs to soothe the forest and all its inhabitants. Every movement is deliberate, slow, and comforting, like the world itself, pausing to allow rest. You feel the warmth of the giant's presence beside you, an invisible shield of safety wrapping around your shoulders and arms. The moss beneath you feels soft, supportive, and alive with quiet energy. You notice the lantern flowers flickering gently in response to the giant's hum, their soft light pulsing in harmony with your breath. Every inhalation carries warmth and calm. Every exhalation releases tension and worry. Nearby, a small deer steps lightly across the clearing, its movements cautious and quiet. The giant hums softly, and the deer pauses, then curls up peacefully in a bed of moss, completely at ease. You feel that same sense of safety enveloping you, your body sinking further into the moss as your mind drifts closer to sleep. The forest's rhythm, the hum of the giant, and the gentle movements of the animals form a quiet lullaby just for you. The pool reflects the stars above like a mirror stretched across the clearing. A gentle ripple spreads slowly across the water as the giant's hum resonates, carrying calmness like waves across your body. You imagine your thoughts being carried away on these ripples, leaving only stillness, warmth, and serenity behind. Your eyelids grow heavy, and your body sinks further into the moss, every muscle softening completely. The giant shifts slightly, leaning back with one massive arm tucked under his head. His eyes are soft and kind, and he whispers that sleep is a gift the forest wants to share with all who enter. The lantern flowers pulse softly, the water ripples gently, and the stars blink slowly, each one a tiny reminder that the world is calm, safe, and waiting for you to rest. You feel the pull of sleep stronger now, inviting you to release the last traces of tension, thought, and worry. You notice the fireflies drifting lazily through the clearing, their tiny lights blinking in slow, random patterns. The giant hums one last, long, low note that seems to harmonize perfectly with their light. The vibration spreads through the air, the moss, and your body, wrapping you completely in warmth and calm. You are weightless, suspended in the serene rhythm of the forest. The giant, the lantern, flowers, and the mirrored stars above and below. The forest itself seems to breathe with you, inhaling and exhaling slowly, in perfect time with your chest. Your body melts further into the moss. Your thoughts dissolve completely. Every sound, every shimmer of light, every soft movement becomes part of the lullaby, guiding you into deep, restful sleep. You are completely safe, completely calm, completely ready. Above, the stars twinkle softly, mirrored in the pool. The lantern flower's gentle glow continues to pulse, syncing with your heartbeat. The giant hums a quiet, final note, fading slowly into the night. The forest, the moss, the water, and the stars all hold you, cradling you fully into dreams. Sleep flows around you like a warm, gentle tide, carrying you further into rest, peace, and calm. The night grows even quieter, as if the forest itself is holding its breath to ensure your rest. The lantern flower's glow is soft and steady, casting gentle, golden circles on the moss. Above, the stars twinkle faintly, mirrored perfectly in the sleeping mirror, creating the feeling of floating in a sky both above and below you. The giant lies beside you, still humming low, warm notes that travel through the moss and air, through your chest and arms, soothing every part of your body. Each hum feels like a soft wave of calm washing through you. A small breeze drifts through the treetops, rustling the leaves with delicate whispers. You notice tiny sounds, the distant call of an owl, the subtle hum of insects, the soft trickle of water from the pool's edge. Each sound blends seamlessly into the quiet symphony of the night, like a lullaby sung by the forest itself. Your breath follows the rhythm naturally, deepening, slowing, becoming steady and even. The giant hums once more, slow and resonant, and you feel the vibration move through the moss beneath you, filling your chest and arms with warmth. He tells you softly that the forest has always been a place of rest, for travelers both large and small. The first giants walked carefully among the trees, humming their gentle songs, guiding all who entered toward calm and peace. Every sound, every movement, every rustle of leaves was meant to soothe, and that ancient rhythm lingers here still. The moss beneath you feels soft, almost like it is breathing with you. You feel the warmth of the giant beside you, a comforting presence, steady and safe. Lantern flowers pulse gently, their glow syncing with your heartbeat. Each inhalation carries warmth and relaxation. Each exhalation releases tension and worry. You feel the rhythm of the forest, the giant, and your own body, all harmonizing perfectly. A small deer steps softly across the clearing, ears twitching as it pauses beside the pool. The giant hums quietly, and the deer curls into the moss, completely at ease. You feel that same sense of safety enveloping you, your body sinking further into the moss, your mind drifting closer to sleep. The gentle harmony of the forest, the giant, and the night forms a lullaby that carries you effortlessly toward rest. The pool reflects the stars above, rippling gently as the giant hums. The water seems alive with quiet movement, each ripple spreading calm across the surface. You imagine your thoughts being carried away with these ripples, leaving only serenity and warmth. Your eyelids grow heavier, your body feels completely supported, and a deep sense of peace settles over you. The giant shifts slightly, leaning back with his long arms folded beneath his head. His eyes are soft and kind as he whispers that sleep is a gift the forest gives freely to those who seek it. The lantern flowers glow gently, the water ripples faintly, and the stars above blink softly, all part of the lullaby that surrounds you. You feel the pull of sleep stronger now, inviting you to release any remaining tension, thought, or worry. Fireflies drift lazily through the clearing, their tiny lights flickering softly. The giant hums one last low, long note that seems to harmonize perfectly with their movement. The vibration spreads through your body, through the moss, through the quiet forest air. You are weightless, floating gently in the serene rhythm of the forest. The giant, the lantern flowers, and the mirrored stars above and below. The forest itself breathes with you, inhaling and exhaling in perfect time with your chest. Every muscle softens, every thought drifts away. The night, the moss, the water, the giant, and the gentle glow of the lantern flowers hold you completely, guiding you into deep, restorative sleep. You are safe. You are calm. You are ready. Above, the stars twinkle gently, mirrored in the pool. Lantern flowers pulse softly in harmony with your heartbeat. The giant hums a final note, fading into the quiet night. The forest, the moss, the water, and the stars cradle you, carrying you gently into dreams filled with calm, warmth, and safety. Sleep flows around you like a soft tide, carrying you deeper and deeper into rest. The forest night stretches endlessly, a quiet canopy of stars reflected perfectly in the sleeping mirror below. Lantern flowers pulse gently, casting warm, golden light across the mossy floor. The giant lies beside you, humming a soft, low tune that travels through the air and ground, vibrating softly through your body. Every note seems to wrap around you, a gentle embrace that calms your thoughts and slows your heartbeat. A gentle breeze flows through the treetops, rustling leaves in delicate whispers. The soft sound of distant insects, the faint trickle of water from the pool, and the quiet movements of nocturnal animals all blend into a symphony of calm. Each sound is subtle, harmonious, and reassuring, encouraging your mind to drift further into stillness. Your breathing naturally follows the rhythm of the forest, deep and slow, inhaling warmth and exhaling tension. The giant shifts slightly, resting his massive hand near yours. He whispers that the forest has always guided travelers into rest, teaching them to slow, notice, and breathe. You imagine the first giants moving carefully through the forest, humming songs that made the leaves sway gently and the stars above twinkled brighter. Their songs carried comfort and protection, and that same calm still lingers here, surrounding you completely. The moss beneath you feels alive, softly rising and falling as if it breathes along with you. Lantern flowers glow gently, their soft pulses matching your heartbeat. Every inhalation brings warmth and calm. Every exhalation releases any tension or worry. You feel fully supported, fully safe, fully ready to let sleep take you. A tiny deer steps softly across the clearing, pausing beside the pool to sip gently. The giant hums quietly, and the deer curls into the moss, its movements calm and careful. You feel the same sense of serenity settle over you, your body sinking deeper into the moss, your mind drifting effortlessly. The entire forest joins in a quiet lullaby just for you. The giant's presence, a steady anchor of warmth and safety. The pool reflects the stars above, rippling slightly with every soft breeze and every note of the giant's hum. You imagine your thoughts being carried gently away on those ripples, leaving behind only peace and stillness. Your eyelids grow heavy, your muscles release completely, and a deep calm washes over your entire being. The giant leans back slightly, eyes soft and kind, whispering that sleep is a gift the forest shares with everyone who seeks it. The lantern flowers glow, pulses gently, the stars blink softly above, and the water ripples faintly. Everything in the clearing is attuned to rest, to calm, to serenity. You feel the pull of sleep stronger and warmer, inviting you to let go completely. Fireflies drift lazily through the clearing, blinking softly like tiny lanterns guiding you deeper into dreams. The giant hums, a final, long, low note, perfectly aligned with their rhythm. The vibration travels through the moss, the air, and your body, wrapping you in warmth and calm. You feel weightless, cradled in the forest, floating gently with the rhythm of the night. The forest itself breathes alongside you, inhaling and exhaling slowly, perfectly in sync with your chest. Every muscle softens, every thought drifts away. The night, the moss, the lantern flowers, the pool, and the giant hold you completely, guiding you gently into deep, restorative sleep. You are safe, you are calm, you are ready. Above, the stars shimmer softly, mirrored perfectly in the pool below. Lantern flowers pulse gently with your heartbeat. The giant hums, a final note that fades slowly into the quiet night. The forest, the moss, the water, and the stars carry you into dreams filled with calm, warmth, and complete rest. Sleep flows like a gentle tide, carrying you deeper and deeper into serenity. The night has settled fully over the forest. Lantern flowers glow faintly, casting gentle circles of warm light across the mossy ground. The stars above twinkle softly, mirrored in the sleeping mirror below, creating the feeling of a sky that stretches infinitely in every direction. The giant hums, a low, steady note beside you, a vibration that travels through the air, the moss, and your body, soothing every part of you. Each hum feels like a wave of warmth and calm, flowing through your chest, arms, and legs, easing every muscle and thought. A soft breeze rustles the treetops above, leaves whispering quietly as the night hums along. Tiny insects create a subtle symphony, their hums blending perfectly with the gentle trickle of the pool and the distant call of an owl. Every sound is gentle, comforting, and reassuring. You notice how your breathing follows the rhythm naturally, slow, even, and deep pitch. Inhale, carrying warmth. Each exhale, releasing tension and worry. The giant hums again, slower this time, and you feel the vibration moving through the moss beneath you, spreading warmth from your chest to your toes. He whispers softly that the forest has always guided travelers to rest, teaching patience, calm, and mindfulness. You imagine the first giants moving carefully through the trees, their deep hums creating gentle waves that encouraged all creatures of the forest to slow and relax. That same rhythm lingers here, and now it wraps around you completely. The moss beneath you feels soft and alive, rising and falling gently as if it breathes along with you. Lantern flowers pulse in gentle harmony with your heartbeat. Every inhalation brings warmth. Every exhalation releases tension. You feel completely supported, completely safe, completely ready to surrender to sleep. A small deer steps lightly across the clearing, pausing beside the pool to drink softly. The giant hums quietly, and the deer curls into the moss, moving with perfect calm. You feel that same serenity spreading through your body, your muscles melting into the moss, your mind floating peacefully. The forest, the giant, the water, the lantern flowers, and the stars all join together in a gentle lullaby, guiding you effortlessly toward rest. The pool reflects the stars above, rippling softly with every faint breeze and every note of the giant's hum. You imagine your thoughts being carried away on those ripples, leaving only calm, light, and peace behind. Your eyelids feel heavier, your muscles softer, and a deep calm settles throughout your entire body. The giant shifts slightly, leaning back, his eyes warm and kind. He whispers that sleep is the forest's gift, freely offered to those who enter this clearing. The lantern flowers glow, pulses softly, the water ripples faintly, and the stars blink gently above. Everything here is attuned to serenity, to calm, to rest. You feel the pull of sleep growing stronger, warmer, more inviting, and you let yourself sink further into the moss. Fireflies drift lazily across the clearing, their tiny lights blinking softly, guiding you deeper into the forest's dreamlike rhythm. The giant hums one last, slow, low note, perfectly in tune with the movement of the fireflies. The vibration spreads through your body, through the moss, and through the air, wrapping you in warmth and safety. You feel weightless, cradled in the gentle rhythm of the forest, floating with the quiet night. The forest itself breathes in harmony with you, inhaling and exhaling slowly, perfectly synced with your chest. Every muscle relaxes completely, every thought drifts softly away. The night, the moss, the lantern flowers, the pool, and the gentle giant hold you fully, guiding you into restorative sleep. You are safe, calm, and ready. Above, the stars shimmer softly, mirrored perfectly in the water. Lantern flowers pulse gently with your heartbeat. The giant hums a final note, fading slowly into the night. The forest, the moss, the water, and the stars carry you gently into dreams filled with calm, warmth, and deep rest. Sleep flows like a soft tide, carrying you further into serenity. The forest night feels endless, wrapped around you like a soft, warm blanket. Lantern flowers glow faintly, their gentle light forming small circles across the mossy floor. The stars above twinkle quietly, mirrored in the sleeping mirror below, creating a sky both above and beneath you. The giant hums a low, steady note beside you, the vibration flowing through the air, the moss, and your body, soothing every muscle and thought. Each hum feels like a gentle wave washing over you, relaxing your chest, arms, and legs, easing all tension. A soft breeze drifts through the treetops, rustling leaves in delicate whispers. The faint hum of insects, the soft trickle of water from the pool, and the distant call of an owl blend into a harmonious lullaby. Each sound is gentle, subtle, and calming, helping your mind float into stillness. You notice your breathing following the rhythm naturally, steady, deep with every inhale, bringing warmth, and every exhale releasing worry. The giant hums again, slower and deeper, and you feel the vibration moving through the moss beneath you, filling your entire body with warmth. He whispers softly that the forest has always guided travelers into rest, teaching calm, patience, and mindfulness. You imagine the first giants walking carefully among the trees, their low hums creating gentle waves that encouraged all creatures to slow, relax, and rest. That same rhythm is here now, surrounding you completely. The moss beneath you feels alive, rising and falling gently as if it breathes with you. Lantern flowers pulse softly in harmony with your heartbeat. Every inhalation brings warmth. Every exhalation releases tension. You feel completely safe, completely supported, and completely ready to surrender to sleep. A small deer steps lightly across the clearing, pausing beside the pool to drink softly. The giant hums quietly, and the deer curls into the moss, moving with perfect calm. You feel the same serenity spreading through your body, your muscles melting into the moss, your mind floating peacefully. The forest, the giant, the water, the lantern flowers, and the stars all join together in a gentle lullaby, guiding you effortlessly toward deep rest. The pool reflects the stars above, rippling softly with every faint breeze and every note of the giant's hum. You imagine your thoughts being carried away on the ripples, leaving only calm, light, and serenity behind. Your eyelids feel heavy, your muscles soft, and a deep, restful calm settles through every part of your body. The giant shifts slightly, leaning back, his eyes warm and kind. He whispers that sleep is the forest's gift, freely offered to everyone who enters this clearing. Lantern flowers pulse gently, the water ripples faintly, and the stars blink softly above. Everything here exists to nurture calm, rest, and serenity. You feel the pull of sleep growing stronger, warmer, more inviting, and you sink further into the moss, letting yourself drift. Fireflies float lazily across the clearing, their tiny lights blinking softly, guiding you deeper into the forest's dreamlike rhythm. The giant hums one last low, long note, perfectly in tune with the flicker of fireflies. The vibration spreads through the moss, the air, and your body, wrapping you in warmth and safety. You feel weightless, cradled by the gentle rhythm of the forest, floating in the calm night. The forest itself breathes in harmony with you, inhaling and exhaling slowly, perfectly synced with your chest. Every muscle softens completely, every thought drifts gently away. The night, the moss, the lantern flowers, the pool, and the gentle giant hold you fully, guiding you into restorative sleep. You are safe, you are calm, you are ready. Above, the stars shimmer softly, mirrored perfectly in the pool. Lantern flowers pulse in harmony with your heartbeat. The giant hums a final note that fades slowly into the night. The forest, the moss, the water, and the stars carry you gently into dreams filled with calm, warmth, and deep rest. Sleep flows like a soft tide, carrying you further into serenity. The night stretches on, slow and quiet, wrapping the forest in a blanket of calm. Lantern flowers cast their warm, gentle glow across the mossy ground, forming pools of light that seem to breathe with you. Above, the stars twinkle faintly, mirrored perfectly in the sleeping mirror, creating a sky both above and beneath you. The giant hums beside you, his low, steady notes vibrating through the air, the moss, and your body, soothing every part of you. Each vibration feels like a gentle wave, washing away tension and relaxing your muscles. A soft breeze drifts through the treetops, rustling the leaves with delicate whispers. The faint hum of insects, the subtle trickle of water from the pool, and the distant call of an owl all blend into a calming symphony. Each sound is quiet, gentle, and reassuring, helping your mind drift further into stillness. You notice how your breathing naturally follows this rhythm, slow, deep, and steady, with every inhale carrying warmth and calm, and every exhale releasing worry and tension. The giant hums again, slower this time, and you feel the vibration traveling through the moss beneath you, spreading warmth from your chest down through your legs. He whispers softly that the forest has always been a place of rest, a sanctuary for travelers both large and small. You imagine the first giants moving carefully among the trees, humming songs that encouraged every creature to relax, slow down, and rest. That gentle rhythm still lingers here, surrounding you completely. The moss beneath you feels alive, soft, and pliant, rising and falling gently with your breathing. Lantern flowers pulse in harmony with your heartbeat, their warm glow soothing and steady. Each inhalation fills you with comfort, and each exhalation releases tension. You feel completely safe, completely supported, completely ready to surrender to sleep. A small deer steps quietly across the clearing, pausing beside the pool to sip the water. The giant hums softly, and the deer curls into the moss, moving with effortless calm. You feel that same serene energy flowing through your body, your muscles melting into the moss, your mind floating peacefully. The forest, the giant, the water, the lantern flowers, and the stars all join together in a gentle lullaby, guiding you deeper into rest. The pool reflects the stars above, rippling slightly with each soft note of the giant's hum and the breeze in the treetops. You imagine your thoughts drifting away on the ripples, leaving behind only serenity, warmth, and calm. Your eyelids grow heavier, your muscles soften completely, and a deep sense of peace spreads throughout your entire being. The giant leans back slightly, his eyes soft and kind. He whispers that sleep is the forest's gift, offered freely to all who seek it. Lantern flowers glow gently, the water ripples faintly, and the stars blink slowly above. Everything in the clearing is perfectly attuned to rest, calm, and serenity. You feel the pull of sleep stronger now, inviting you to sink further into the moss, to release the last traces of thought and tension. Fireflies float lazily through the clearing, their tiny lights blinking softly, guiding you deeper into the forest's dreamlike rhythm. The giant hums one last, low, long note, perfectly in tune with the firefly's movements. The vibration spreads through the moss, the air, and your body, wrapping you in warmth, calm, and security. You feel weightless, cradled by the gentle rhythm of the forest, floating effortlessly in the night. The forest itself breathes alongside you, inhaling and exhaling slowly, in perfect sync with your chest. Every muscle softens completely, every thought drifts gently away. The night, the moss, the lantern flowers, the pool, and the gentle giant hold you fully, guiding you into restorative sleep. You are safe, calm, and ready. Above, the stars shimmer softly, mirrored perfectly in the pool. Lantern flowers pulse gently with your heartbeat. The giant hums a final note that fades slowly into the night. The forest, the moss, the water, and the stars carry you into dreams filled with calm, warmth, and deep rest. Sleep flows like a soft, gentle tide, carrying you further into serenity. The forest night stretches quietly, endless and serene, wrapping everything in soft shadows. Lantern flowers glow faintly, casting gentle, warm circles of light across the mossy floor. Above, the stars twinkle softly, mirrored perfectly in the sleeping mirror below, creating a sky both above and beneath you. The giant hums beside you, his low, steady notes vibrating through the air, the moss, and your body, soothing every part of you. Each note feels like a warm, gentle wave, relaxing your chest, arms, legs, and every muscle. A delicate breeze drifts through the treetops, rustling the leaves with quiet whispers. The soft hum of insects, the gentle trickle of water from the pool, and the distant call of an owl blend into a perfect lullaby. Each sound is subtle, gentle, and comforting, helping your mind drift effortlessly into stillness. Your breathing naturally matches the rhythm of the forest, slow, steady, deep with every inhale, bringing warmth and calm, and every exhale releasing worry and tension. The giant hums again, slower and deeper now, and you feel the vibration moving through the moss beneath you, spreading warmth and calm through your body. He whispers softly that the forest has always been a sanctuary, guiding travelers of all kinds into rest. You imagine the first giants walking carefully among the trees, their deep, humming songs creating gentle waves of calm that encouraged every creature to slow down, relax, and sleep. That same comforting rhythm surrounds you now, wrapping you in serenity. The moss beneath you feels alive, soft and pliant, rising and falling gently with your breathing. Lantern flowers pulse softly, perfectly, in harmony with your heartbeat. Every inhalation fills you with warmth and peace. Every exhalation releases tension and worry. You feel fully safe, fully supported, and completely ready to surrender to sleep. A small deer steps quietly across the clearing, pausing beside the pool to sip the water. The giant hums softly, and the deer curls into the moss, moving with complete calm. You feel the same serene energy flowing through you, your muscles melting into the moss, your mind drifting peacefully. The forest, the giant, the pool, the lantern flowers, and the stars all join in a gentle lullaby, guiding you deeper into rest. The pool reflects the stars above, rippling softly with every note of the giant's hum and each gentle breeze. You imagine your thoughts being carried away on these ripples, leaving only calm, light, and tranquility behind. Your eyelids grow heavier, your muscles soften fully, and a deep sense of peace spreads throughout your body. The giant leans back slightly, his eyes warm and kind. He whispers that sleep is the forest's gift, freely offered to anyone who seeks it. Lantern flowers glow gently, the water ripples faintly, and the stars blink slowly above. Everything in the clearing is attuned perfectly to calm, rest, and serenity. You feel the pull of sleep stronger now, warmer, inviting you to sink further into the moss and release every last thought and trace of tension. Fireflies drift lazily through the clearing, their tiny lights blinking softly like tiny lanterns, guiding you into dreams. The giant hums one last, slow, long note, perfectly aligned with the gentle flicker of the fireflies. The vibration travels through the moss, the air, and your body, wrapping you in warmth, calm, and a sense of being fully held. You feel weightless, cradled in the gentle rhythm of the forest, floating effortlessly through the night. The forest itself breathes alongside you, inhaling and exhaling slowly, perfectly in sync with your chest. Every muscle softens completely, every thought drifts gently away. The night, the moss, you are safe, calm, and ready. Above, the stars shimmer softly, mirrored perfectly in the pool. Lantern flowers pulse gently with your heartbeat. The giant hums a final note that fades slowly into the night. The forest, the moss, the water, and the stars carry you into dreams filled with calm, warmth, and complete rest. Sleep flows like a gentle tide, carrying you deeper and deeper into serenity. Good night.